I wanted to do a very brief video on why it's so hard for some people to find work. We're in the middle of a pandemic right now, which has led to super high unemployment rates. We've been, many of us, isolated in our homes, and yet it's hard for people to find work outside of the pandemic. As an executive coach, one of my greatest joys is being able to help people land in a fulfilling, meaningful career. I do that a lot, and it's a big part of my job. I'm doing that right now, even with clients who are looking for work during this pandemic. There's a reason why people find it difficult to find work, and it's not because there's a lack of jobs. Keep watching, and I'm going to show you the very simple explanation for why this persists and what we can do about it. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Please hit the bell icon so you can be reminded every time I post a new video, which I do 2 times per week. Please also consider becoming a member at motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you. All right, here's the simple truth. We can find it kind of buried in the profound wisdom of John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come, that's Jesus, that they may have life and have it to the full. Some translations say have it abundantly. The number one reason people in general, but Christians perhaps specifically, have a difficult time finding work is because they are convinced there is not an abundance of jobs to be found. Yes, in their career field, narrowly focused, they think, there's not a lot of jobs to be found, but in general, even if they ventured into other verticals or other industries, they're going to think the same thing. That's not true. That is something that the thief is stealing, killing, and destroying. The thief steals our ambitions, kills our dreams, destroys our hopes. When we start the job search process thinking that there's not a lot to pursue, we're in a scarcity mindset. And this is one of the internal blockers, the biggest one, fear. Fear, assumptions, interpretations, limiting beliefs. If we start from a place of fear, there's scarcity, hardly any jobs, it's going to lower our energy every time we bump up next to something that's even slightly difficult. This takes the wind out of our sails very, very quickly. What I've done recently with one of my clients, it's been really awesome. We've done a little shoulder surfing, doing a screen share. I'm looking over her shoulder, and we're just going through, looking at opportunities together so that she can ask me questions on the fly really quickly. Normally she'd do 1 or 2, maybe possibly 3 applications a day. She was able to do 8 that day. And again, if you've ever followed any of my advice about job searching, I recommend 3 job applications every single day. I can't go into all the details of why that's so important, but it's very important. Please trust me on this. The number one reason is because of scarcity. That's why people have a hard time finding work, not because jobs are scarce, because we have a scarcity mindset. Now, as Christians, very uniquely, I have found Christians tend to stay unemployed longer. I know that's kind of weird to say, and this is why. Because they believe things like, if God really wanted me to find a job, he'd kind of open the doors for me. Or they just pray, God, please help me to find that job, and just kind of wait around for God to drop a job out of the sky. God can do anything he wants. I'm not speaking for God. My experience has been God does reward those who are diligent. Consider the ants, you sluggard. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. So I'm not speaking for God. I am saying, though, I don't find that in the scriptures. I see things like the persistent widow praying constantly, but in that parable, the widow was leaving her home and going to the judge, maybe waiting in line to speak to the judge, standing in front of the judge, pressing her case with the judge. It's not just praying per se. I did another video on this channel that's getting quite a few views. It was a while ago, but it does help us understand if prayer is enough for career success. And I'm telling you, God wants us to do way more than pray. So, what do we do about this? Focus on the fact that Jesus brings abundance to us. We live in an economy, even though there's a global recession right now because of the pandemic and businesses shutting down, we still live in a massive global economy. Open up the doors to look for jobs all over the world, working remotely, try this, and keep searching for jobs outside of your normal industry. There's a lot more advice. I put a lot more videos on this channel. Please search around my YouTube channel to find some of these. And then focus on asking, seeking, and knocking, which is, again, that video that I recommended. When you focus on this, you're not going to be unemployed for very long. It's a numbers game. And the more effort we put into it, the more results we'll get out of it. 3 a day, at least for 2 months, that'll give you close to 200 job applications. What I'm saying to you is you're going to have 3 or 4, maybe 5 job offers as a result of all of that. Please share with me your experience below in the comments. If you have any questions, of course, do that as well. You can also email me directly at Shawn@motivationeer.com. I'll leave my email address below as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation, and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.